In this month's SMA Journal, we visit Knock for the SMA Annual Pilgrimage. We journey with Fr Patsy Lynch to sacred places. We visit Lagos, Nigeria for the Plenary Assembly 2026. And we attend a concert to raise our spirits and a roof. SMA pilgrims to Knock have experienced many weather moods over the years. May the 23rd, 2026, the 46th SMA Pilgrimage began blustery, overcast but dry. The seasoned pilgrims take it in their stride, and before the devotions begin, head for St John's Rest and Care Day Centre for catch-ups, chats with FVC and tea.
Yes, every year.
Every year. On SMA Day.
Okay. And do you drive down yourselves? Or
No, we come on a bus. We used to drive,
Okay.
but we're getting a bit older now.
Well,
I'm Therese O'Brien, and this is my husband Patrick, and I'm also Father Malachi's cousin as well as being his godmother. I'm coming here since 1968, and I just feel a blessing when I do come. I get blessing from Our Lady.
I'm working here at Knock, and people would say the SMA still have a fantastic rapport with Knock Shrine and the people around, and I think that will be reflected again today. Even this morning I met somebody from India was saying he was glad to see his flag. It was the only time he sees his flag in Knock. So we're here as SMA trying to support mission and people in Africa, and that's very important, I think. I always emphasise about Knock, and it is the spiritual hub in the country of Ireland at the moment, and to be at the centre so that we can go out when we have Cork North and in between, plenty buses, plenty people. It's a lovely celebration.
Knock has been part of our family from the time we were small, because my relations all come from Mayo, and we just come as a part of our family tradition, basically, to come to Knock every year. But there have been 1 or 2 years that I have missed, but I'm here today.
This is my 5th time of coming to Knock, and each year we have the SMA Annual Pilgrimage to Knock. I'm always looking forward to coming here. I get to meet some of our sponsors, those who are supporting the funding of our students, education of our students in Africa. And so Knock is actually an important aspect of my work, as well as the director of SMA Family Vocation. It's nice to be here this year again, and we pray that Our Lady of Knock will continue to intercede on our behalf.
A special time dedicated once in a year to come and spend time with God and to be present with God.
It's a great experience for me every year here. At least I'll be here in Our Lady of Knock, and all my prayers was answered.
I keep coming because I find it a very special place for prayer. Our Lady speaks volumes in the silence of the Knock Shrine. And I think that we're drawn towards the gospel and towards living Christian lives. And it's a big improvement for all of us. And I just love being here.
We are here as Sisters of Mercy, students in the Loreto House program, and we've come to experience our day with the SMAs. So we are here to celebrate the day with them.
I'm here to experience the blessings of Our Lady of Knock, courtesy of SMA. We came with our colleagues from the Loreto House. I'm very grateful and thankful to God, to Our Lady, and to SMA. Long live.
Knock is very important to me because it's where I was born and reared. I was baptised in that parish church over there, made my confirmation over there, first confession, first Holy Communion. So I love Knock. But then I worked in Nigeria for many years, and that's how I got to know so many SMAs. But in the providence of God, I'm back home where I was born and reared in Knock, and I love it.
Way back in between 77 and 84, I was in Drummondtown on vocations and on the Family Vocations Crusade, the sponsor movement. And every year we used to come to Knock on this special Saturday, every year in the month of May. So Knock, since then, anytime I'm home, I'm here. on this special Saturday every year.
We've been students in Nigeria. We've been hearing of the pilgrimage to Knock, and I've ever dreamed of being here. And so 10 years ago, I had a session in France. I was an interpreter at the session for the priests who came for a renewal session. And Father Tom McManara invited me, said, "Oh, I work in Knock. If you find time, you can come to have a pilgrimage." And I've always been dreaming about it. So this year, I had a program of coming to Ireland. I planned coming for the end of May, and I discovered it was the time for the pilgrimage. So I say, yeah, my dream will be fulfilled this time around.
Knock is a place of faith, family and friendship. And the focal point is the Basilica, where the Mass begins at 3 o'clock with a procession of priests.
We have sought in our missionary work the intercession of our Blessed Lady in trying to evangelize, to bring the good news of Jesus Christ to the people among whom we have served, whom we have lived, and to improve the lives of the poor and often abandoned, whom we have worked with in different places and particularly in Africa. People we have been able to serve and to help and to enable because of you, our supporters, through your prayers and generosity. And we are all very conscious of the fact, without the help of our supporters, our benefactors, we in SMA or OLA would not have been able to achieve any of the things that we have achieved through our missionary work. And the work continues. The fire of faith planted by our Irish missionaries, as I already have said, continues to burn brightly, now fanned by young African and Asian SMA priests and OLA sisters.
The old abbey in Ballinskelligs is a very historical place and also a place that has a spiritual message for us today. And when you go there, you feel something, you become aware of something, a kind of a presence. It's very difficult to put your finger on it, but there is something there, something that touches deeply inside you and helps you to connect with what is going on around, to connect with nature, to connect with God and to connect with one another. And the old ruins there have a story to tell all of us. Everything was in harmony. The light, the colours, the ocean. There was just something magical. And you could clearly see what drew the monks there. And it was the feast of St. Michael the Archangel towards the end of September. So we had our Sunday Mass there. And it was just something spiritual. And everybody felt it. Now it was the ordinary hymns that we would sing at our ordinary Mass. But singing those hymns within the walls, you feel that you were connecting with the past, and there was a reverberation all around. It was very, very special. And my mind went way back to the monks when they sang Gregorian chant, something connecting you. When they chose these places, they were connecting with something deeper, an intrinsic, mystical spirit woven into the fabric of the landscape, nature and sky. And it wasn't just me alone. Young and old, even the young children, they felt it. We were connecting with the past, we were connecting with ourselves. And to this day, nearly 9 years later, I still have that memory, that vivid memory, that we were standing on sacred ground. And these places, like the Abbey, Wogan Barra, there is something about them. There's a spiritual thirst or yearning within all of us. And that is why I feel that these monasteries, these old places, like the Abbey, they help us to connect with something deep inside in us. They are sacred places.
The SMA Plenary Council 2026, an international meeting of representatives from all the SMA provinces and districts, took place from the 18th to the 29th of May in Lagos, Nigeria. During the meeting, SMA leaders from around the world discussed the current state of the congregation and the direction of its mission in the coming years. Irish participants who attended this meeting were Fathers Malachy Flanagan, SMA Provincial Superior, and Damien Bresnahan, SMA Vicar General. The meeting began with a traditional ceremony that included traditional dances and the exchange of symbolic gifts as signs of welcome and hospitality. In his opening address to the delegates, Father Emmanuel Dim, the Nigerian SMA Provincial Superior, welcomed participants, expressed the joy of the province in hosting the meeting, and also emphasised the deep missionary roots of the SMA in Nigeria. Following the ceremony, it was down to business, and over the following 2 weeks, many themes, issues and practicalities were discussed, such as care for members, well-being and spirituality, mission, collaboration with laity, justice and peace, integral formation, good governance, synodality and finance. At the end of the meeting, Father Francois de Benoit, Superior General of the SMA, said, "You can see that of all the plenary councils, this is the most fraternal. There was a good atmosphere, and we raised difficult issues in that good atmosphere." He concluded by saying, "For me, there is confidence in the future. We're all in a difficult moment in the world, but I believe that if we are united, we can get through this, and we can help. We can be a place or a source of peace for the world." The maintenance work continues on the roof and ceiling at St Joseph's SMA Blackrock Road. It will take some time and investment to return to normal ceremonies in the church. So a fundraising event took place on the 5th of June in St Joseph's SMA in Wilton. Father John Denver, co-PP Blackrock Road, thanked the compere, PJ Coogan, all the participants and the audience for their support and for creating such a wonderful evening of uplifting and inspiring music. The entire concert may be viewed by scanning this QR code.